kitchen. You guys, we are on this road to Thanksgiving. We are on our way. Next week this time will be Thanksgiving Day. So I'm trying to give you guys as many cakes as possible. So we're starting with Thanksgiving. Then I'll take a little break the week of Thanksgiving, and then we'll hit it again starting December, okay? But today we're doing a rum cake with a buttered rum sauce. And this is what we're gonna need to make this delicious cake. You guys, it reminds me of my childhood. I mean, I didn't drink rum when I was a child, but I used to eat rum caramel now-laters. Did any of you guys ever eat those? Anyway, that's what it made me think about when I decided I would do a rum pound cake, and this too is one of you all's suggestions, so thank you. Okay, so this is what we're gonna need to make this cake. I will be using 3 cups of my Swan's Down cake flour. We're gonna need 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and I already added the salt and the baking powder to my cake flour. Now, Swan's Down, when you purchase it, it's already pre-sifted for you in the box. But once I add those extra ingredients, I like to sift it one more time. We also have 1 cup of buttermilk, and it is room temperature. Here we have 5 large eggs that I've already cracked that are also room temperature. Have 3 sticks of unsalted butter that are also room temperature. Then we have 3 cups of sugar. And to that we're going to add some pure vanilla extract, probably about a tablespoon full. And then for my rum, I'm using a butter rum oil. This is one of my lower end oils that I'm using. So this is what I'll be using. If by chance you wanted to use rum, you could by all means do so. I would suggest using an aged rum, and you would do maybe about 3/4 cups of the aged rum, and then maybe about 1/2 cup of the buttermilk, if you choose. So, okay. We are preheating to 325 degrees. I have already thoroughly washed my hands. Don't be in the kitchen with nasty hands, because that's just nasty. You guys are going to be cooking for folk next week. Y'all wash your hands. Yeah, don't have folk come to eat your food and you've not washed your nasty hands and you prepared people's food. Okay, all right, I think that's it. Wait a minute. For the butter rum glaze, we're going to do a wonderful butter rum glaze. We're going to use some butter, sugar, light brown sugar, regular sugar, and heavy whipping cream, a little pinch of salt, and then a little bit of my butter rum oil. Okay? All right. So let's get this cake mixed up. I'm starting by adding my 3 sticks of softened butter to my mixing bowl. And once they're added, I'm going to just going to start by mixing the butter just a few seconds to get it incorporated, or just to get it mixed up. And then after I mix my butter a few seconds, I'm going to start slowly adding my sugar. And we're going to cream this butter and sugar for about 10 to 12 minutes until it becomes fluffy and creamy. Yes, I do set a timer. You cannot rush this part. This is what really takes the longest as it pertains to mixing up the cake. You have to take your time to cream the butter and sugar. And you'll notice that it'll become fluffy. The sugar will look a little lighter, okay? So after we've done that, then I'm going to add my 5 eggs one at a time. You'll see me add the first egg. You'll see me add the last egg. But remember, I've added 5 in all. Once we get that cream, the eggs added, then I'll come back and we'll talk about what we're going to do next. We've creamed our butter and sugar. We've added our 5 large eggs. So now it's time to start alternating our wet and dry ingredients. You want to always start with your dry, and you want to end with your dry ingredients. And what I usually like to do with my milk, in this case we're using buttermilk, I like to go in and just add my extracts and my flavorings to my milk, and in that way that's done. So I have my pure vanilla here. We're just going to go on and add it to our milk. And then we're going to add, I'm going to start with 3 dropperfuls of my butter rum flavor. And what I'll do is taste the batter. So if I decide I want another one, another drop or 2, this is 1 I'm dropping in. 2, 3. I'll taste the batter right before I'm done mixing, to see if I want to add a little bit more of my rum flavor. I just don't want to overdo it in the beginning, because you guys know once you get it in, you can't take it out. Okay, so again, I'm going to start with my flour. I'm going to end with my flour. You will see me start by adding some flour. Then you'll see me add a little bit of this buttermilk. And then from that point, you'll then see me add the last little bit of remaining flour. I'm not going to show you that entire going back and forth process, but you get the gist of it, okay? You guys, I did taste the batter. I wanted a little bit more of the rum flavor, so I added 2 more dropperfuls. So in all, I added 5 dropperfuls of the rum oil. Now, if you don't want that much, then you don't, of course, have to use that much. But just wanted to let you know that I added a couple of more dropperfuls. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I thoroughly sprayed my pan with Baker's Joy. Okay, I almost forgot to show you that part. Wait, put just a little bit more on this tube. Okay. All right, now we're ready to pour. Now we want to try to get the batter as level as possible. You don't want one side of your cake higher than the other, if you can help it. Oven is ready. We're hitting it under the bottom to release air bubbles. When I bake my cakes, I put them in the middle of my oven. So if you need to adjust your racks to where that rack is in the middle, the very middle of your oven. Okay, so we're in at 325. We're going to set the timer for an hour and 15 minutes. If I need to make an adjustment, I will. Like if I needed to cook it a little bit longer, but my cake's usually pretty safe starting with an hour and 15 minutes. Sometimes I'll open the door maybe at about 65 minutes. That's another thing I wanted to mention. Somebody had made a comment about their cake falling. They had opened the door too early. I never opened the oven door within that first hour of me baking a cake. I will open it at about an hour and 5 minutes, but I never open it within that first hour that the cake is baking. So don't open your oven too soon. All right, we've been baking only an hour and 5 minutes. So this one didn't take quite as long to bake. So we're going to let her cool for at least 10 before we flip. Pretty, pretty. This one is a little lighter too. Interesting. And the only thing I did different, I thought I would try, so let me spray just a little bit less Baker's Joy. And interestingly enough, that's where it stuck, just a little bit. So now, I know, don't back off of the Baker's Joy, you guys. It really works. But I was just curious as to what would happen if I used a little bit less. Okay, so now it's time to work on the glaze because this has to continue to cool. Now for the Buttered Rum Glaze, I'm going to take about a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter and put it in my saucepan. And here I have 1/4 cup of regular sugar and 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and then a pinch of salt is what you see on the top. We're adding that in too. Then we're going to add 1/4 cup of heavy whipping cream. And we're going to bring that to a boil and let it lightly boil for about 5 minutes. And then once I take it off the burner, I'll add in some of my butter rum oil. Alright, we've been boiling a few minutes, so now I'm going to take it off the heat. And I'm just going to add a dropper of my butter rum oil. Now I want to add this to the cake while the sauce is hot. I just have my little cake tester here. And I'm just going to poke some little holes in the top of the cake. And you guys, I ended up doing a dropper and a half of my butter rum oil. And then I added just a little bit of vanilla flavoring or extract. Okay. And I'll probably put sprinkle a little bit of powdered sugar over the top of it. Maybe. We'll see. I just need to see something else other than this. I know it's a glaze, but it's like I can't hardly see it. You guys should be proud of me. I decided to resist the urge for the powdered sugar and just leave well enough alone. Once I covered it more with the glaze, I thought it looked really pretty. So, buttered rum pound cake with a simple buttered rum glaze. There's just a little bit of extra glaze down in the hole. Can't you smell it when you came in?
I don't know what I'm smelling though. It's a little butterscotcherish.
Butterscotcherish? No.
That's not it?
No.
I'm better now.
I'm glad he's in a better mood tonight than he was last night. Acting all ugly.
I was going through a difficult moment. It's good. What is it?
What does it smell? Don't put your...
I'm not putting my nose, I'm just smelling by it. I ain't putting my nose on it. Girl.
I know you're not going to put your nose on it, but don't put your nose over there near it. You smell on your slice of cake I just cut. Tell him, y'all, smell your own cake. Don't be putting your nose over there. Look, y'all. Let me see. You see the glaze? Can you what it smell like?
It smell like, good.
Glad you're in a better mood. Thank you. Last night you just acted ugly.
I didn't. I was going through something.
You're not gonna guess what that is.
What cake like this? Man, you took off all of the icing part.
Back up some. You too close on the camera.
Took off.
You're not gonna guess what that is. You're not gonna guess it. Have you tasted it before? Let me get that bottom so I'm gonna get all your glaze. Huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to get that
Taste.
Is it something with lemon?
It's rum.
Rum?
It's buttered rum.
I ain't never drank, man.
Come on, you about to hang off the...
I don't drink. You been drinking?
It's a rum oil, baby. It's a butter rum oil.
Butter rum. It's not gonna make me dizzy in any way. Okay.
It's not gonna make you dizzy. But for those that want to, they can substitute a real aged rum in the cake. But thankfully we have oils that can take care of that.
They can if they want to?
See, this is what I use.
Those are the ones that's gonna be staggering at the party.
It's a butter rum. Did you eat rum caramel now laters when you were growing up? I used to eat now laters in church. Me and my god sister. She stayed near the store, so she would bring all these now laters, and I would eat now laters in church.
Not now laters.
Now laters.
Now and later.
No, now later. You know we call them now laters. Now laters.
No, and later.
I didn't want the peppermint and the butterscotch that the mothers had. I want the now laters. Okay.
It's good.
You taste it. Cool beans. All right, you guys. Bet you can't guess what's coming up next.
Bet you can't guess what's coming up next. Shake some. Shake some. People just shake some.
Y'all, we appreciate you guys so much. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell. That's the nosy, because y'all know.
It's the nosy.
It's the nosy.
I know what's coming up next.
No, you don't.
I don't.
No.
You gonna tell me?
No. Ain't none of your business. Hey, none of your business. You acted ugly yesterday. You don't even know. You just have to wait and see.
I'm sorry.
You need to apologize to the family for how you acted. Even your picture in the thumbnail yesterday, you look mad. You was pounding over some cake.
What?
Yes, you were.
Not some cake. She took all of the cake.
Well, you took all the cake the day before.
Y'all set me up.
We didn't set you up. Anywho, listen, we moving on. We're not going back. Old things are passed away, and behold, all things.
Let the past be the past, people. Y'all gotta forgive me for my shortcomings.
Well, I hope they forgive you because you acted.
You gotta forgive me for my shortcomings.
Thank you guys so much. Oh, some of the subscribers commented too. Thank you guys for talking about my hair. Me and dude number 1, we went to one of my best friend's 50th birthday celebration, so I got my hair did.
Y'all should have saw me. I was stunning there with my wife. What's it?
You're so handsome. Okay, you guys, thank you all so much for watching. We already looked. Last night you walked out and just said bye. You just acted ugly. So you need to close us out tonight in a better way.
Hey. Bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us again next time.
Hit the nosy.
Bye.
Love you guys. Love you guys.